Welcome to English Motivational Learning, where mastering English becomes mastering your mind. Your brain lies to you. It says, we'll start studying tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes. You open your English notebook, your brain whispers, let's just check one message first. Suddenly, an hour disappears. You don't feel lazy. You feel frustrated. Because deep down, you want to grow. You want to speak clearly, think in English, understand every word. But something inside pulls you away from effort and back to comfort. Maybe you felt that too. Takeshi did. He wasn't weak. He was trapped, not by laziness, but by the design of the human brain. Until he discovered a timeless path, a way to turn struggle into growth. It's called the Lotus Method, because like the lotus, your mind can rise from mud to sunlight. So take a breath. Let's begin your journey. Part 1. The mud. Awareness. Every lotus starts in mud. Dark, heavy, sticky. That mud is your mental resistance, distractions, fears, doubts. When you say, I'll start later, that's the mud speaking. When you scroll instead of study, that's the mud pulling you down. But the lotus doesn't hate the mud. It needs it. Without the dirt, there's no root. So stop hating your distractions. Notice them. Name them. Catch the scam of your own mind. I see you, brain. You're avoiding discomfort. This is awareness. When you observe your thoughts instead of obeying them, you take back control. Science reveals a secret. When you name a thought, your mind wakes up. You stop reacting. You start leading. Takeshi began noticing his patterns. He realized he always opened social media right before studying English. So instead of fighting it, he smiled and said, "Nice try, brain." And in that smile, he planted his first root. Your mud is not your enemy. It's your material for growth. Part 2. The water. Flow. Once rooted, the lotus rises through water. Water moves. It bends. It floats. This is the stage of learning to flow with effort, not fight it. Most people push too hard. They say, I'll study English 2 hours every day. By day 3, they crash. Discipline without flow leads to burnout. Takeshi learned from Taoist wisdom. Wu Wei, effortless action. It means working with life, not against it. So instead of forcing, he started flowing. He told himself, just 5 minutes, 1 paragraph, 1 podcast, 1 conversation. Small starts trick the brain's fear system, the amygdala. Once you begin, dopamine flows, and motivation follows. Action creates emotion, not the other way around. Stop waiting to feel ready. Flow creates readiness. Like water rising around the stem, you grow through movement. Flexible, calm, unstoppable. Your job isn't to conquer the river. Your job is to become it. Part 3. Stillness. The calm water's reflection. When the water calms, the lotus finds balance. Stillness isn't the absence of action. It's the space where clarity begins. Your brain today is overloaded. Messages, noise, notifications, pressure. It's like trying to study English while 100 tabs scream your name. You can't focus if your mind is vibrating with chaos. That's why monks practiced zazen, still sitting. Stillness sharpens perception. It lets the mud of your thoughts settle. The water clears. And suddenly, you can see the reflection of truth. Takeshi began every study session with silence. 1 minute. Eyes closed, breathing steady. Inhale for 4 seconds. Exhale for 4 seconds. He called it his mind reset. At first, his brain shouted, "This is useless!" But slowly, it quieted down. He felt his focus returning. Science agrees. Meditation increases alpha waves, improves memory, and reduces cortisol. So before you memorize words, memorize peace. Before you learn to speak, learn to listen. The calm mind absorbs faster. The calm heart learns deeper. Stillness is not wasted time. It's your hidden advantage. Part 4. The bloom. Intentional action. Then comes the breakthrough, the bloom. This is where your effort meets the light. But the lotus doesn't bloom by accident. Each petal opens with precision. That's how you must act, with intention. Shaolin monks don't master 1,000 moves in one day. They perfect one move 1,000 times. Takeshi followed the same principle for English. He didn't chase 10 skills at once. He chose one focus each day, one slice, one petal. Listening on Monday, speaking on Tuesday, writing on Wednesday. Each day, one deliberate step. He studied in deep work mode. No multitasking, no distractions, full attention. And in that silence, something shifted. His focus sharpened, his voice grew stronger, his English became alive. When your mind stays in one lane, learning compounds like interest. 2 hours of deep focus beat 10 hours of scattered effort. Intentional action turns pressure into power. Because mastery isn't built by chaos, it's built by clarity. Every sentence you write, every word you repeat, that's a petal opening. The bloom doesn't rush, but it always rises. Part 5. The sunlight, patience, and mastery. Now the lotus reaches sunlight. But remember, it started in mud. It rose through water. It waited in stillness. It opened its petals one by one. Only then did it meet the sun. This is patience, the rarest power of all. Takeshi once wanted fluency fast. He wanted to sound natural in 1 month, but the more he rushed, the more frustrated he felt. Then he realized the lotus never forces the sunrise. It blooms when it's ready. Learning English is the same. You can't pull the petals open faster. You can only keep showing up. Every day you repeat, every day you rise. Patience isn't passive. It's strength in disguise. When you trust the process, you stop counting failures. You start counting blooms. Your progress is invisible until one day, it's undeniable. You'll watch a movie and realize you understood it all. You'll speak with confidence and forget you ever feared it. That's sunlight. Mastery through patience. Because those who stay long enough always shine. Final reflection. You are the lotus. Your mud is your beginning. Your water is your motion. Your stillness is your clarity. Your bloom is your discipline. Your sunlight is your patience. Every stage matters. Every struggle is sacred. You are not behind. You are becoming. So stop calling yourself lazy. You are a lotus in progress. You are not stuck. You are growing unseen. One study session at a time, one word at a time, one petal at a time. The Lotus Method isn't about learning English perfectly. It's about transforming who you become while you learn. Because when you master your mind, you master the language. And when you master both, you master your destiny. Your brain will resist at first, but give it time. Soon, it will work for you, not against you. So take a deep breath. Face your mud. Rise through the water. Find your stillness. Open your petals. And reach your sunlight. This is your moment. Your mind, your language, your bloom. Rise. One more time.